Let's hello. I don't know why I can't see chat here, but it probably doesn't matter because I'm not gonna be seeing. And I don't really think anybody's gonna be joining. Really. Also, got a new background. I'm joking. We have two backgrounds, but I'm drawing. I'm gonna switch over to the other one when I'm done watching this video here with you guys. So for the stream here, I know I should probably do like an introduction or be like hello or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna be basically just stream whenever I feel like I want to get my thoughts out or something. My mic's better. Oh, thank you. I'm good to know. I just want to like, okay, so I've been watching this video I was drawing, so I really want to share this video. Um, and I just want to talk about a little bit. And I don't really want to like title this video like, "Oh my God, it's the Cine Bear drama," but that's what's going on in the art community right now because this artist, um, previously known as like Scootaloo Love Sands, was like outed to be like a groomer by well, it's like outed and there's a lot of complexities. It's not really that complex. I gotta basically summarize it. If you, I know Grayson, you're watching, but like for anybody who decides to click on this video and is not in the stream, um, and is just watching this after the live stream goes live and it's done, it's like basically a recording at this point. So I'm gonna summarize the drama. Basically, I think there's so many YouTube channels you could probably watch that have like the drama. No, it's not even a drama. It's just like someone's a predator, man. Well, a groomer more so say, but still, it's predator like behavior in my opinion. So I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not even monetized on any of my channel. I just talk and yap because I want to. And I mentioned in one of my other streams, I just didn't want to be a content creator. I just want to talk and draw. But so I guess I keep saying I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna keep telling you guys, and it's been like 2 minutes now. So I guess I'll try my best to like speed run this. So there's basically two issues going on. So Bear grooming a minor. There's that. And then there's the secondary thing, which is Jack, or known as Birdie, who is living, who, I don't know, I don't know if Jack moved out or something like that, but Jack, who was living with Bear and who was experiencing some sort of sexual abuse from Bear. And I'm saying it bluntly because that's what was happening. When you listen to both like accounts from Jack and Bears, you can see like there's a lot going on. Jack is Bear low key is like trying to like hold Jack like financially hostage in a way. Jack is disabled and cannot like work because he's disabled. And also, there's just so many other things. And there, in my opinion, I'm saying this is two issues, and a lot of people are trying to make them as of one issue, but they're two issues that should be handled uh, differently. But also, they're two issues that happen to have a crossover. And honestly, I heard this in a different channel that touched on this topic, and I really like that that wording of two issues that have crossover, and they should be handled differently. And I think, in my opinion, both Jack and the victim of Bear are both as valid when it comes to their issues. And if you're to talk about but it's not, oh, if you're talking about Jack, you're ignoring the victim, or if you're talking about the victim, you're ignoring Jack, because it, like I said, it's two issues, and I think they should both be handled with care. And so I was watching this video, and this guy is basically going overview of all the dramas that's been going on in the art community, with Owo Neko being like, with Owo Neko's high, like, really, really controversial take on AI art, as well as like an Owo Neko's responses to criticism from the community. I don't really want to go into that personally. I don't really think I want to, because I feel like I would be a hypocrite because I've personally used AI generation And I know that's like cringe. Well, Lou, you use AI generation. Well, I don't use it in my work. I've had to use it for school because it was like, you have forced my hand. I guess I have to use AI artwork. It's not even art. I guess I call it AI generation. It is an interesting experience, though, and I will say, and I'm sad to say that I think a part of me, I was really upset when I did have to use it. I had to use it for my video game class that I was in. It was a coding class. Not to divulge from the drama, but I'm gonna divulge for a second, and then I'll go back to the talking about the drama. But but yeah, so what I had to do is um I had to use AI generation um, for a background for my video game that I was working on, and I just didn't have enough time to like sit down and draw an or like a 360 background for my video game. Which if was given the time of day, I totally would have. I totally would have made my own background and put it in as a skybox in my video game. But I just didn't have the time, and I wasn't given the time, so I had to use AI generation. Um, I will say I miss when AI art was terribly creepy looking and it had masses of tumors. Lol, says friendly golem. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Grayson, I agree. Like, I kind of missed it when it was like really bad, but like, I mean, it had its, but also I think then it still scraped data. I don't think it became as alarming as it is now with the clear signs of, artwork being used from those how do I say? Like it's very clear that artist work has been used and scraped off the internet like without permission in AI generation now. But like back back then it wasn't as clear, and you're like, it's so bad, it's so cringe, it's not gonna take our jobs or something. But yeah, the Oo Neko drama. So I guess going back to Oo Neko, but like, so the reason why I wanted to, okay, so before I go into an Oo Neko, I guess the reason why I wanted to tell you guys about my like backstory history with AI generation in school is just because like I think my perspective has honestly changed. If you want a very so for AI generation, I personally don't think it's going to take our jobs. But it will. But I will say companies, corporate companies, as well as like may try and use it to obviously like my thing is I think my thing is that I hope like I don't mind like this is going to be a hot take itself too. Like I don't like the thing is I don't like AI generation. I don't like the unethical use of AI generation when it comes to like data scraping and like stealing from other artists and just the whole loads of copyright. I for sure know down the line we will be putting as in like as we progress with AI generation, there will be more regulations and laws when it comes to AI generation, and I'm wholly excited for that. But for that to happen, we would have to put in the effort to make sure lawmakers to have our voice to say we want things to change for AI generation, and we want there to be more restrictions and laws on AI generation and just the community in general as a society. But that's just my thoughts on that. So that's just AI generation when it comes to laws. The secondary thing is AI generation to when it comes to small projects to then corporate projects. I don't think corporations, industries that have billions, millions of dollars should be using AI generation to cut corners. They should be hiring and paying actual writers, artists, etc. for this job that have a very specific image to make their product as pristine as possible. That is my opinion. I understand if a indie developer, a one-man job, a person who maybe not be as good as at art wants to make a project or a game or something and uses AI generation as a placeholder. I don't mind that personally. But in the future, if they want to make this a bigger project, they could hire artists or pick up the pen and make up the art themselves for their game. This is coming at my perspective as a person who's going into the game industry. So that's my hot take on AI generation. But also, I think the other thing is I would be more supportive of AI generation if it was done more ethically with not stealing from other artists, you know? And I know people are like, well, AI generation isn't stealing. Well, it's scrapping data, which is taking from artists of various websites such as like even like ArtStation, DeviantArt, etc., etc. Anyways, but that's my hot take on AI generation. So now you guys know where I'm coming from when it comes to AI generation. I am like, because I want to, because I like evolving in new technology, but I don't like it when it's obviously malicious in some sort of way, which it is being used in that sort of way. It is being used to replace artists in contests. It's being used to replace artists in jobs. Like people don't know about the AI generated intro of Disney's like Marvel series, like it's like Invasion or something like that, but it's like about shapeshifters and stuff like that, but a shapeshifter alien species. But it uses an AI generative intro scene, and it's bad. It is bad, but to some people you wouldn't even notice. I mean, most people just like skip over it and they just want to watch the Marvel show. But I'm gonna be real. The AI generation is the first clue to the that show being absolute trash, and I'm not even gonna talk about that show. Okay, so back to the dramas that I was going to talk about. So Ooneku, the guy reviewed a video about Ooneku, and then went over to another video, and then and then and then jumped from Ooneku drama to then uh, Cinebear. My I don't really have an issue with somebody trying to do an overview of these topics, but I do think there is nuances and like discussions that has been lost by shortening a discussion into like how do I say, like two two things or something, if that makes sense. I don't know. Hard for me to explain. I don't want to like say this person who made this video is bad. They're not bad. It's a very well made video. It's very well put together. I just think that there's a bit of nuance and stuff that has been lost. And I'm glad that this person does state that it is like, I do think when he does speak in his video, it is an opinion and it's not fact. What I'm saying here in stream is an opinion. It's not fact. So here, I'm gonna show the YouTube video real quick. I'm trying to find the part. So this is where he has a gripers with Jack in the Cinebear drama. Not It's not even drama. Like I said, Cinebear groomed a child and did some really
and kind of confused, but she says, "Oh, I'm straight. I could never be with Jack, even though Jack is a man."
Okay, so here, let me see if I can find the part.
She has, with me, like, now that I'm aware of the extent of her behavior, I've been able to reframe a lot of her actions with me, and I think some of the things she did kind of bordered on sexual assault with me. I didn't know the extent of her abuse.
Hopefully, that's not how that works. People aren't allowed to just give consent and then later in the future say that they didn't. That's not how that works, okay, Jack? If you gave consent, you gave.
Okay, so oh, I do have a problem with this too. Okay, so it's a hard topic to give a depth of discussion nuance about, but it's kind of forced to be chopped down to smaller digestible videos, says Friendly Golem. Yeah, it's so I think the video is very lengthy. It's still 30 minutes, but there are 30-minute videos to 40-minute videos talking about Oneko's like drama with her controversial take on AI generation. But there's also hour long videos about Cinebear. I do not think Cinebear, this stuff about her should be like half of this video here. Um, and that's my own criticism for this person. Like I said, the video is really well made. I just don't personally agree. Well, this is my opinion. I don't personally agree with I don't know the guy's pronouns or so I'm gonna say they until but I think okay. So the gripers that I had with this video is more so on their take with Jack and saying that okay. So this one is So it wasn't this part here, where it's like you gave consent and you can't take away consent. When I was watching Jack's video, I don't really see where Jack gave consent in the first place. If you're not getting a direct answer of yes, you can touch me there, or no, you can't. If you don't get a yes, then assume it's a no. Because if you don't get a direct that is yes, that is not coerced, that is a yes, that is from the person, that is a confirmation, that is not like I said, not coerced or this or that. But if it's a maybe, that's not a yes. That is not a yes. That is a later, not now. No. so so it's like, when I watched Jack's video, and then people are like, "Oh, well, Jack, you just can't like revoke your consent after," but Jack never gave the explicit yes of consent. Maybe like, okay, so there I guess I'm gonna try, like, I'd have to rewatch Jack's video to see if Jack said yes or no. But there are times, like, I think Cinny Bear said that like Jack would make funny noises or something, but didn't really respond or something like that. Um, that's still not an explicit yes, or yes, you can touch me, or this or that. Um, and I know for some people it's really hard to convey like that communication of consent. When I was younger, I'm not gonna say it, don't worry, it's nothing real bad. It's just like when people try to hug me, I really struggled with communicating in the first place, and a lot of times I really didn't want to be touched. Like, I don't like being touched either. So it's and if you don't get a response from somebody, assume that it's a no, in my opinion. That's my thoughts on consent there. Um but okay, so that this is not my real gripers with the video. My real gripers is when this person starts talking about Jack needing putting up a donation site, and this is where I had to clarify in the beginning of this stream that there with the Cinny Bear stuff, there's two issues. There's two problems going on at the same time that happen to cross over. It is Jack's like needing to find a new place because Jack is living with a roommate who is a groomer and also like who groomed a child, who also does not feel comfortable and has been threatened by Cinny Bear. And then the other issue, so that's one issue. The other issue is obviously the victim of Cinny Bear, the child who's been groomed by Cinny Bear and who has been, um, obviously, uh, you know, but here, I'm gonna just, I don't want to like, I don't think I'm gonna get copyrighted or anything. Look at my stream, Oogly Boogly.
Find it, I'll put it on screen, that Jack did say yes to these events, or at least inferred that he did. The only
Okay, inferring is not good though. Like, it's still not a clear yes. Uh-oh. Anyways.
proof I could find that Jack would have said yes is Cinny saying that he did. So, proof.
Oh, maybe I should have put in a warning in the beginning of this stream. I feel really bad because I'm talking about really sensitive topics. Yeah. I'll put it in my description.
But it's inferred, so I don't know. I can't tell you what is and what isn't. Jack?
If it's inferred, it's a no. Sorry. If it's not an explicit yes that you gotten, then assume it's a no.
GoFundMe in a video directly trying to expose somebody for
So this is where I have an issue with the video here.
them, not for the person they were trying to show was exposed, okay? If you're going to raise money for a situation that has to do with somebody other than you, you should probably give that money to that person.
Okay. Well, I know he does
Obviously, the gripe I have with Jack is nowhere near as big as the gripe I have with Cinny Bear, you know, talking to kids, being a creep, not a groomer, I guess. Technically not. I don't know. But she's definitely a creep, okay? Is that you did everything a little wrong. You didn't technically incorrect, which is stupid. Don't fall for that. But you did also raise a GoFundMe for 10 grand. $10,000. And as far as I know, none of it went to the victim of this.
Okay, so I feel like this is like disingenuous here. And so, for anyone who does actually know the Cinny Bear and Jack situation, Jack is disabled and Jack cannot, like, get a job or cannot do this or that. And everybody's like, oh, Jack is just, like, mooching off of Cinny Bear. And it's like, oh, I wonder, like, if Jack is, like, disabled and can't get a job. Like, it is literally, like, bro. it's it's like, oh, but Jack's mooching off, and it's like, okay, Jack here just isn't able to get the resources, isn't able to do that. I'm sorry, okay. The unfathomableness of me just trying to explain why it's like kind of contradictory when people are like, oh, okay, hold on.
Situation, which is it's a little weird. I get it, okay? Jack was living and completely living off of Cinny Bear for a long time, apparently. And that means that he was completely dependent on Cinny Bear, or somewhat dependent on Cinny. And then when this all happened, he ran away, so he needs money to move out. Sure. But $10,000?
Okay. So, like I said, back to what I was saying. Okay, I do not like the framing of this. This makes Jack like predator, not a predator, but like the abuser or like a manipulator or something, mooching off of a Cinny Bear. But like I said, with context, you would know that Jack has lived like in an abusive household beforehand, and literally this was the last resort, is Jack to find like live with a friend. But then, you learn that this is the toughest choice that Jack could have made, is to just is finding out that this roommate is a groomer, a child groomer. And like, what are you going to do now? And also, this supposed roommate also has threatened Jack's life. If you have, like, for people who have also watched other videos on this, um and it's like, okay, I too would want to leave. And also another thing is like Jack, and I know in the Cinny Bears like video, Cinny Bear like in Cinny Bear's apologies, Cinny Bear talks about how Jack doesn't pay rent or this or that, or doesn't use the government funds. Jack has also mentioned that he cannot be able to get some of those funds, like his family still gets those, or like, and stuff. There's a lot of complexities in this. Um, and I don't feel like I have the validity or right to talk about it personally, even though I am talking. I'm just putting my opinions down. I'm just putting my thoughts based on what evidence I see and what information I've gathered. Um, and I just, oh, dude, it's kind of mind blowing. Like, I just, I only wanted to focus on the small section in this video because I think it's actually insanely harmful. Because, like I said, the issues with, like, the raising money was for explicitly in the video for Jack to move out and to be able to live like Jack. I think Jack's autistic too, and has like other comorbidities too. And I think, like, from what I remember watching Jack's video, I'd have to rewatch it to refresh my memory, and it's really heartbreaking, so I don't really want to rewatch it. But if I want to make like a proper video or something, I don't really want to jump into this. I'm not too terribly like involved in the art community or something in on YouTube sphere, but I am involved in art community on Twitter and other social media. But this is just a perspective from an artist from the outside in a different community. So I'm just putting my thoughts here, from what I'm seeing. Um, but yeah, no, I just I just think it's kind of like it's just a little insane to be. Is it wrong for somebody who is not able to like get a job and be able to sustain for themselves and be able to like, oh, who has a lot of like needs to have a lot of food accommodations and this and that because of their disability, and like I understand needing that like food as a person who is autistic themselves. I'm like, I me the froggy autism. Ooh. I also understand needing like having that like accommodations for yourself because you like literally will not eat anything unless you eat this one thing. I get that. I understand that. It is hard. It is hard being disabled and also having to, well, first of all, have a job. Like I had a part-time job in the summer and it was the most grueling thing ever. Like I understand that. Like the social I would come home after socializing. I didn't even socialize that much. I purposely got a job that was the lacking of interaction with people, but I still obviously had to interact with people, but it was so grueling for me. And when I came home, I just wanted to pass out. I didn't even I passed out. I would do anything, nothing productive. I got nothing done. And I'm just like, I can't be like, I can't, this is not living for me. For me, this is not personally living. For me, I like to create things. I like to do freelance work. I like to make things. That is what kind of person I am. Obviously, people will see this as a luxury. I see, I heard this quote somewhere, but I really like it. For me, a job that is not art, not related to art, is not my main thing. It is a side hustle. My main thing is art. And I know people keep saying, "Oh, you do your freelance as a side hustle." No, that is my job. This is who I am. This is my purpose, and art is what I do. But the job, on the other hand, free like part-time job, that itself, it's just a job, and it's my side hustle that I do. So but I'm saying this coming from a person like I'm empathizing with Jack because I have empathy. I sympathize with Jack because I myself am autistic and I struggle with work and like having a part-time job like a 9 to 5. I also right now I don't have a job because I'm currently in college. I'm finishing up my senior year. And that itself is its own can of worms. But also, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like comparing myself to Jack. I'm just saying I understand why it's hard. And I wish other people would give that empathy or understanding to Jack coming from that perspective of not being able to sustain yourself because you're so disabled. I wonder, whoa, it's crazy. What a disability is a disability and it makes life harder? That's crazy. um and also I'm actually really happy for Jack. I'm really happy that Jack is able to get like 10K to be able to move out and also live somewhat like to live somewhat um on their own for a bit until they're able to find some sort of job or something that can help them or freelance, etc. And I honestly hope the best for Jack, and I feel for Jack. Um, and for someone to say that Jack has mooched off of Cinny Bear, Cinny Bear was the one who didn't want Jack to leave in the video, and also was in a weird way. I don't think Cindy Bear knows that when she in her apology. So in her apology, she was like saying all this other stuff. I don't really want to. I could go and click on the apology. I could find it real quick. Um, I feel like I should hear the rest of this guy out, but I don't want to like get obliterated or anything. I don't want to get like
when
butt
the
blasted.
situation isn't necessarily about you.
And I'm not even the victim in this situation. Like, this isn't even about me, but
I don't know. I don't like that. So I'm not saying that Jack is at
Okay.
all entirely in the wrong. What I am saying that he did some questionable things, and we need to have a discussion about that. How do we feel about it? Okay. But back to
Yeah, anyways, I think that's the only thing that this guy has left to say about Jack's situation. The Jack. Like I said, I think for the Cinny Bear stuff, there's two situations going on. There's the Jack situation where Jack needs to move out and be able to raise money to find a new place and also live not like I was gonna say somewhat comfortably, because I mean, as like a person who is autistic myself, you need to have your accommodations, and I know to some people that's like living comfortably, but it's just making sure you don't mentally break every day or something like that. If I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be so real. Okay, and then the other situation is with No and Cinny Bear, the victim of Cinny Bear, the kid child who was um, groomed by Cinny Bear. Um, but yeah, so I guess that's honestly like that is my problem with this video. I'm not gonna go into the whole Cinny Bear stuff because I'm not really like I don't really want to talk about that. I only really wanted to talk about this small section with Jack here because I think it's just in and for the amount of like follow subscribers and views that is on this video, it is kind of like I am oh I but I will say actually no. I was going to say it's really alarming, but at the same time, I did read the comments and I did see there were people who were also concerned about the Jack part here and saying that this was kind of a bad take. So uh yeah, and I'm glad that other people are also seeing that that's a bad take and that's kind of like making Jack look to be like this evil like not evil villain, but just like kind of like oh stinker, I guess. I guess that's the best way to say it, really. I don't know. If anyone is still in the chat, say hi. If you're still alive, sorry for rambling, talking my head off to you guys. Um, but since I'm done with that, we're gonna turn this off here, and we're gonna go into art mode. Yippee! Oh, I don't know why I can never see you guys is in the chat here. I wish I had like a way to like make the chat like darker or something. I'm moving it around right now. You might be able to see it on screen. I wonder if I can edit the chat. Hold on, let me see. Can I edit the chat? Let's see. Let's see what box does. Okay, we're doing box because I think it's easier to see. So we're gonna see. Okay, yes, it's much easier to see. Um, how do you like that? The last thing I see is massive tumors on the chat. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah. Well, I guess that's the only thing I really had to like go into a deep rant about, and what I'm comfortable with going into a deep rant about. Uh, let's hope my drawing program doesn't die on me. If it starts dying, I'm gonna end the stream. If it's like I don't like this, I don't like you, Lou. Start screaming. Olive Cookie, so cute. Look at this cutie patootie. I love Olive Cookie. Oh my god. I haven't even read her lore or anything. I just like how she looks. She's such a cutie patootie. Oh my god, she's on me for real. Boop, seeing if this works. Nice, nice. It looks good on the chat is that I see. Yeah, I guess to go away from the drama, I guess what do you want me to talk about it if you like want to hear me ramble about something passionately? Um I mean, there's some days where I want to talk about like video games and stuff, but I'm not sure I want to talk about that today. Um, can I just say I think I learned after drawing Peach Blossom, Plum Blossom, I think Plum Blossom, um, Plum Blossom Cookie that I think I just like beautiful people. like fictional character wise, like beautiful people, like but then that doesn't make sense because like I like Olive Cookie. I like who's like people are like Olive Cookie does not look like a an A tier cookie or something like that or whatever. And I'm like, but Olive Cookie is so goofy ah. She's a little lady and she loves her archaeology. Okay, history. I am here for her. I support her. I see her. But yeah. I wonder she does have like a little hair thing at the back. Let me see if I can find my reference real quick on my phone. Yeah, so the little olive on the back is actually her hair. So, hold on. Let me like draw this right. I'm just like I think I'm drawing this wrong. Cuz the artwork is slightly different from like the actual sprite, I think. I kind of like the in-game where her olive hair is like that. Like that's really cute. That's so cute actually. I'm going with that. We're going with this. The olive backpack too? Oh my god, dude, she is literally Lou coated. A Lou flavored cookie. Hell yeah, dude. She's such a cutie patootie. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I cannot. The little outfit. The cookie. The cookie. Looking, pointing at the cookie. I'm sorry. The juxtaposition I bet for like anybody watching this is just like, oh yeah, Lou talking about something so serious and then being like, oh my god, look at this cookie, yippee! um, I don't know. I feel like I should just end this stream at this point. Like, there's no point in me just like being around here or anything like that. It's just like, look at the cookie, guys. Look at the cookies. I should probably get some food though. I'm so hungry. Dude, I do not think I can get a good pose for this character. Yeah, and apparently I just really like these silly, goofy, like hats for these characters too. Oh, the reason why I feel off is because bro does not have her glasses on, and I'm like, I'm tweaking. I'm like, what am I forgetting? I think this character is literally Helena 2.0. Except with archaeology, and she's probably like a lot more energetic and not blind. Whoa, that's crazy. We're scrolling, trying to find the next cookie. My friend wanted me to draw cherry bomb cookie. So that is who I will be drawing next on the list. Oh, dude, I cannot draw circles today. This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be awful. Genuinely, this is actually gonna be so awful. Oh my god, bro. I can't. So actually, I did like 3 different sketches, I think, before settling on it. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Hello, mom. Hello. Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, dude. I love. Oh my god. What a little goober. Literally a goober. Olive Cookie with the pitch helmet is literally definitely Helena coded. Yeah, basically. Olive Cookie. You know, I realized I should have just left IDV fandom and went into the Cookie Run fandom. I don't know what I'm doing with my life here. what am I doing here? I gotta go through that Cookie Run phase, you know, the gotcha game phase. I don't know, Cookie Run's fine, I guess. I don't know, there's just something that isn't really making me attached to the cookies as much as, like, I did for, like, the characters in Identity 5. Okay. Wow, Cherry Bomb took, like, no time. Meanwhile, I was, like, struggling with Olive Cookie for some reason. Alright. You know what? I'm actually tired. I'm gonna end the stream because I'm gonna order some like food. Alright, thank you so much for watching and listening. I'll make sure to edit the stream title to like put a warning or something ahead of time. Um, but yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me, Grayson, and